Good morning. Testimony Sunday, number 14, I think, or 15. Testimony Sunday. Actually, it's number 15. Yes, Testimony Sunday, number 15. Wow. Okay, so testimony number 15 is about God saving me from going to jail. Yeah, again. So what had happened was my number 3, right? Because I have 4 children. So number 3, when number 3 was going up and going to school, and she was spoiled because she was the 3rd child after like 12 years or something like that, 11, 12 years. So she was really spoiled by all of us. So long story short, she went to school, and I guess she went to school with her spoiled ways, right? And her teacher hit her. She came home and said that her teacher hit her. So it took everything, and I do mean everything, because I was not the age that I am right now. I was younger, and I ain't gonna say ignorant or more ignorant, but faster to fight. And I just lost my top. I was like, wait, what? Okay. Good thing that was child number 3, because had it been child number 1 or 2, I'd have been telling this story from behind bars. So, God is good, and it happened with child number 3, and I'm able to tell and give my testimony about a teacher hitting my kid and me losing it. So when I went to school the next day, I already knew what happened. Now, funny was I was not informed by the school, not by the teacher, not by anyone. Only my kid. She was the only one who told me. So parents, please listen to your kid. So the next day, when I took her to school, I didn't see the teacher as I dropped her off, but I would see her as I pick her up in the schoolyard, open field. Like, it could have been whatever, because it was nothing but room and opportunity. So before picking her up, I knew this. I knew that I would go pick my child up. I know that I would see the teacher that actually hit her, who she said hit her. I know that we would be face to face, and I know that I had a choice to either go to jail or correct her. So I knew that if I went to jail, I still had number 1 and 2. They were teenagers, and they needed me more than ever during that time. So jail was really not a good place for me if I wanted to be there for my children and raise them. And that is why I say I'm still here on earth. So to be in jail would pretty much defeat the purpose. So I decided, the choice that I made was, I took an index card, actually, right? And I labeled it numbers to call, people to call. And I believe there was about at least seven numbers, I think it was, at least, because I had both grandmothers, I had both uncles. Yeah, it was like 7 people on the index card. So I had it in my back pocket, And I stood calmly, picked her up calmly, didn't say anything, didn't alert, make no alerts, nothing. So when it came time for me to get her, I got her, and I stepped to the teacher, looking her dead in her eyes. And I told her as calmly as I possibly could, without drawing attention to anything, that I know that she hit my kid. And that should never happen again. And the look in my eyes, she knew that I wanted to wash her up so bad. Like, she knew. I could see the fear in her eyes. So, she thought it was gonna happen right then and there in the schoolyard. But again, as kids, like, what example was I setting to my kid? Like, okay, your teacher hit you, so you hit her back, or your mom comes and fights your teacher. No, that's not the right way. So I would not have been sending a good message had I did that anyway. Just pure ignorance. So what I did do was I labeled the card, the index card, 1 to 7, I think it was, maybe 9. I know it was full.